In the cacophonous agora of digital discourse, where the gladiators of the live stream battle not with swords, but with words, emerges the towering figure of Hasanabi, a titan of leftist rhetoric and a voice of reason in a sea of ideological tumult.
Israel is funny. There's a reason he's as successful as he is compared to some of the previous larger streamers in the past. He goes all out with everything. Yeah, exactly. He spent 35 hours on the hardest boss in the game. 35 whole hours. It might not be entertaining for you. It might not be entertaining for you, but it's understandably entertaining for a lot of people. And I'm trying to explain that to you. Yeah. His clips also rack up 700K minimum likes on TikTok. Bro's an entertainer. Exactly. I do understand that I'm trying to do the unimaginable, the impossible, trying to explain fun and entertainment to leftists who only consider major blocks of text to be funny. The only thing that a leftist, a real die-in-the-wool, rugged leftist will ever laugh at is a block of text that describes American imperialism. Politics only. Jokes are bourgeois decadence. Politics only. Jokes and entertainment is actually counter-revolutionary behavior.
500,000. Let's prepare for DLC. DLC is next month. DLC is next month.
But I most likely will never be able to put this level of effort and do a endless like stream such as this one for any gaming. And even if I did, of course, it wouldn't reach the level of this is why we lost. You laugh, you lose. Exactly. I don't think I'm Kai's audience, so I don't really get it, lol. He's obviously making waves, though. Exactly. Okay. The dick eating is crazy. This is not dick eating. It's just trying to explain to 20,000 neurodivergent leftists who find laughter and entertainment to be bourgeois decadence or counter-revolutionary behavior in general, who basically place how little entertainment value they get out of things when awful things are happening around the world. A concept that is super simple to understand. He's very entertaining. He goes all out. And that's precisely why he's super popular. That's it. You know what I mean? Replace leftists with smarmy douchebags. I mean, it's true. It does come back. It loop back to that reality. But anyway, let's get back to shit. You guys explaining why 200K viewers is impressive isn't dick riding. Thank you. Your chat is mainly adults. Only kids watch that. No, I have young audience members in here as well. It's just that the adults are constantly annoying every single person and making this community impossible to engage with unless they're just as hipsterish in their unlimited socialism beliefs. Okay. Yeah. You guys are in some ways just as smarmy and annoying as Divorcelli's community is when this kind of stuff comes up. Please be normal. 170 plus hour marathon of exchange versus used commodities soon. Yeah. Are you shitting on your own community? Yes, because I want my own community to course correct. Like, for example, I'm going to move on back to, regular news coverage in a second. And yet 1,000 people, even in the first sight of gaming and me describing why Cenat, probably one of the most popular streamers of all time, is popular, led to 1,000 people going, this. Maybe we are normal and you aren't. No, I promise you. Please have fun. You say we need to have more fun, but listening to Sabrina Carpenter's Espresso is my fun, not Cenat. Okay, but you're one person. We are normal. Shitting on non-young shit is the most normie thing since the dawn of time. Boomers have been on the young. I know, but like Hassan exists in an echo chamber. Why does Hassan yell at his chat? Crazy haters. I know. This is why I also laugh when people go, dude, just read the Critique of the Gotha program and I will watch. You'll have 40K to 100K viewers. It's like, no, I won't. Okay. Having fun should be, and being entertaining and being entertained in general should be a fundamental part of the way you present yourself to the outside world as a socialist. Doing the exact opposite of such is actually bad because most normal people don't think about things clearly and don't think about things thoroughly and simply look at whether something makes them feel good or not. And when you're constantly smarmy and annoying, okay, and woke scoldy, it might hit real well in a splinter Discord server that you operate. But unfortunately, in the real world, when you're trying to have a conversation with normal people, it's not going to play well. People are going to look at you and go, you're kind of weird. I love you all, and I want you to fake being entertained by things such as this so that you can be normal to the outside world. Okay? Now let's get back to, no, I will not be fake, sorry. Okay, be an unlikable person then. Most people know it's just a few neurodivergent people who don't know why it's fun. Yeah. To experience joy is the rebel against the anguish of life. People should seek joy. Thank you. Anyway, brother, you're insisting that the equivalent of junk food is legit and we should appreciate it because it makes big waves. We just don't like the vibe is all. No, you're failing. Your inability to understand the broader point that I'm trying to make is, of course, sad, but also expected. Okay? That's it. God, this is precisely what I was talking about when I said, like, this community is basically so unimaginably anti-normie. It hurts my brain a little bit. And I don't know how to, like, beat it into your minds. You have to be a little bit more normal, please. Please. I'm 35, bro. I'm not going to be entertained by Kai yelling, beating Elden Ring, but I'm not going to feign ignorance why some of the biggest demographics on the site will like it. Like some of these chatters can't seem to grasp. Yes. Like this community oftentimes says they hate debate perverts. And then every 30 plus month subscriber literally writes entire Reddit dissertations about why they find Kai's Elden Ring run to be abhorrent and junk food, and that they will not enjoy it, as though it's some brave proclamation. Okay? Every streamer gets the chat he deserves. Yeah, you're right. I think it's a delicate balance. And for me, it's like if I clap everyone for microaggressions, okay, which many normal people have, this is the community that I am left with. That's what it is. That's what I'm beginning to realize, is that like every single person that I ban for any kind of aggression towards marginalized communities, and there's plenty of them, right? Someone can be super progressive on every other issue, with the exception of like one singular marginalized community that they don't fully comprehend, and I ban them. This is what I'm left with: a bunch of smarmy, woke scold leftists. Anyway, this dude you did go ban crazy last year, to be fair. Yeah. Anyway, let's get back to the Israel.
Yet, even this colossus of commentary finds himself beleaguered by the Sisyphean task of elucidating the enigmatic allure of one Kai Cenat, a fellow denizen of the streaming pantheon whose popularity seems to defy the esoteric sensibilities of Hassan's own audience. In this unfolding drama, Hassan grapples with the fundamental dichotomy between highbrow intellectualism and the visceral appeal of raw, unadulterated entertainment. Kai Cenat, with his relentless energy and unfiltered exuberance, embodies the zeitgeist of a generation that revels in the immediacy of the moment, unshackled by the weighty chains of historical consciousness or the gravitas of political theory. For Hassan, this phenomenon is both fascinating and frustrating, a spectacle that he observes with the detached curiosity of a philosopher, yet one that eludes the grasp of his more erudite followers. The crux of Hassan's lamentation lies in the chasm that separates his audience from the mass appeal of a figure like Kai Cenat. His own community, steeped in the traditions of leftist thought and Marxist critique, struggles to comprehend the magnetic pull of content that, on the surface, appears devoid of substantive value. To these rugged leftists, whose idea of humor is more likely to be found in a scathing critique of American imperialism than in the exuberant antics of a young streamer, the popularity of Kai Cenat is a bewildering enigma. Yet, Hassan, ever the pragmatist, recognizes the necessity of bridging this divide. He understands that in the world of digital media, where attention is the most valuable currency, the ability to entertain is not merely a luxury but a fundamental requirement. Kai Cenat's meteoric rise is not a fluke but a testament to his ability to captivate an audience, to transform the mundane into the extraordinary through sheer force of personality. This, Hassan contends, is an art form in its own right, one that his audience would do well to appreciate, if not emulate. But the task of conveying this to his community is Herculean. Hassan finds himself in the peculiar position of having to defend the legitimacy of entertainment to a group of people who view it with suspicion, if not outright disdain. In their eyes, the pursuit of fun is a bourgeois indulgence, a distraction from the serious work of political revolution. To them, the idea that entertainment could serve as a vehicle for anything other than counter-revolutionary decadence is anathema. Nevertheless, Hasan persists, imploring his followers to reconsider their puritanical approach to content consumption. He argues that the ability to engage with and enjoy popular culture is not a betrayal of leftist principles but an essential component of effective communication. After all, the masses are not swayed by dense theoretical treatises but by narratives that resonate on an emotional level. In this light, the success of Cenat is not something to be derided but to be studied and understood. Hasan's critique extends beyond his own community to the broader leftist movement, which he sees as increasingly insular and disconnected from the everyday experiences of ordinary people. The disdain for popular culture, the reflexive rejection of anything that smacks of frivolity, is, in Hasan's view, a form of self-sabotage. It alienates potential allies and reinforces the perception of leftists as dour, joyless scolds who are out of touch with the realities of modern life. In the grand tapestry of social change, Hasan argues, there must be room for both seriousness and levity. The ability to laugh, to find joy in the simple pleasures of life, is not a betrayal of one's ideals but a necessary act of rebellion against the pervasive gloom of a world beset by injustice. To dismiss the appeal of figures like Cenat is to ignore a vital avenue through which the left might connect with a broader audience. And so, Hasan urges his followers to strike a balance, to embrace the duality of their mission. On one hand, they must continue to engage with the weighty issues of the day, to fight for justice and equality with all the fervor and seriousness that such causes demand. But on the other hand, they must also learn to appreciate the power of entertainment, to recognize that joy and laughter are not merely distractions but powerful tools in the struggle for a better world. The challenge, as Hasan sees it, is to integrate these seemingly disparate elements into a coherent whole, to craft a message that is both intellectually rigorous and emotionally resonant. This is no easy task, but it is one that Hasan believes is essential if the left is to achieve its goals. For in the end, it is not enough to be right, one must also be persuasive, and in the world of digital media, persuasion often hinges as much on style as it does on substance. As the live stream draws to a close, Hasan reflects on the nature of his community and the challenges that lie ahead. He knows that he cannot change the fundamental character of his audience overnight, but he hopes that, in time, they will come to see the value in what he is trying to teach them. The path to revolution, after all, is not a straight line but a winding road, one that requires both the discipline of the scholar and the creativity of the entertainer. In this, Hasan finds a kinship with Cenat, a fellow traveler on the road to a better world, albeit one who takes a very different route. For in the end, both are striving to reach the same destination, a place where the boundaries between high and low culture, between politics and entertainment, dissolve in the light of a new day. And in that light, perhaps even the most die-hard leftist will find it within themselves to laugh, to dance, and to embrace the joy that is, after all, the birthright of every human being.